Hi, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Katina. As you can see, I'm not Katina. If you don't know her already, I'm Katina's son, Bradley. And today, we are going to continue her tradition of making things that we just have probably lying around your house, in your pantry, in your fridge, maybe on your couch, who knows. But today we're going to be making one of my favorite recipes, Oreo cheesecake cookies. This is a really simple and easy recipe that I hope you all will like. So first off, we're going to add about 4 ounces of cream cheese into a large bowl. We did soften that beforehand, just to make it easier for us and hopefully easier for you. And then we're going to use a hand mixer right here to beat that. Now, we're not going to put a lot of force into that, just a little bit. Beat that to a nice fine consistency for cookies. Alright, good. Once we have that done, we'll just set that precariously on the counter and make Mom a little mad because we're getting the counter dirty. The fun of cooking. After that, we're going to add, I believe that is 8 tablespoons or about a stick of butter. Again, we softened that beforehand, cut up into little pieces. We're just gonna get all that. Come on, there we go. We're just gonna get that all in there. And again, just beat that in. Real nice and easy. Not a lot of force. We're just gonna set that.
Nope.
Where? Where would we set that, Mother?
Just hold it in your hand and pour the sugar in.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, what we're going to do next is we're going to pour the sugar in. This is about 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Right on in there. Listen to that. Wonderful sound. And then we're going to add, well, we're not going to add the flour yet, but before we add the flour, we're going to mix it all together.
Looks like fluffy to me, Bradley.
It does.
It does.
But I think it needs to be a little lighter and fluffy. I'm still seeing some chunks that I don't really like in there. So I think that's good right now.
Okay, just, how about you? Put that
Put
right
it there. We go.
There you go.
Repurpose things that you have already.
Yeah.
Then after that, we're going to add some flour gradually, not all at once. We don't want to overdo it. I'm not very good at adding things gradually. That's okay. We'll just add a little bit of it gradually. And we'll put that off to the side for a minute. And we will mix it again. Set that right back down again. I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. Again, gradually. We don't want to add it all at once. Set that down to the side again. Take our little friend off there. And then finally, we're
You
gonna
might want to take your spatula there, Bradley, and scrape down the sides of the bowl a little bit.
I don't need your input.
I've just been cooking a little bit longer than you have.
Supposedly. Supposedly. Yeah, I like how it's coming together. And then we can just add the last little bit of our flour. Maybe it's a little much this time, but you know what? I don't really care. Let's get all that good incorporated. Oh.
Okay, what you're gonna need to do now is...
Well, I'm gonna have to scrape all that off.
Well, you need to scrape down the side of your bowl.
Well, of course.
Again, you just leave that in the bowl.
Leave it in the bowl. Genius input. I like it. I would have never thought about that. Scrape it all onto the sides. There's a little flour left over. That's okay. I know that these cookies will turn out perfect because I'm making them with you guys. Think that's good? You think that's all scraped down?
Yeah, so now you're going to want to eject the beaters.
There we go.
Yeah, put your mixer down behind you there.
I'm just gonna go poke them, right?
Yeah, you can do that. You can bang them on the side of the bowl. Hold on to the bowl.
Oh, here's me thinking the bowl would hold on to itself. You know, a little bit hops out. It's okay.
Well, just make sure you get back in there. Okay, that one looks pretty good.
Yes, it does.
You can use the spatula to scrape it a little bit too.
Nah.
But you do want to get that, that bit there. Get it back in there.
And then, you know, mix it in just a little bit more because you see some chunks.
Okay,
That's okay.
that's all right.
If you want to do it by hand, just not using a hand mixer at all, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I'm sure it's possible if you got a lot of strength.
It is.
I'm not one of those people.
All right, that looks good. Now what comes next?
Well, after that, we would have to add our Oreos. Now, if you look behind us here, here's the Oreo component of our cheesecake cookies. This is the part that I really enjoy, and that I'm sure if any of you are suffering from some quarantine blues, you will enjoy too. This is where you have to beat your Oreos with, I don't know, I mean, you can really use anything, I suppose. But we're going to be using a rolling pin today.
You could roll them too.
Well, yeah, but where's the fun in that? So just give it a few good whacks here and there, just... If you aren't a fan of chunky cookies, you can certainly make this into a nice fine powder. If you are a fan of chunky cookies, you could even do this a lot less than I'm doing, but I like something. It's nice and in the middle. Which I think we have right now.
I think you're right.
So, bang off our spatula just one more time. Open up our bag carefully. Don't want to get it everywhere, like we already have gotten mostly everything. And then we're going to pour in all of our Oreos. Very carefully. Or as carefully as you can. The best part about cooking is that the messier it is, the better it will taste.
Spoken like the person who doesn't have to clean up the kitchen.
Oh, I'll gladly clean up the kitchen. It is my video after all. You can reach in there, get the little chunks out with your hands. That's okay. We won't tell. Just get all the little good bits out there. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Then you don't want to get your hand mixer back out. You want to get your spatula or your spoon. Just mix that all in there. Fold it in there. Nice and I mean, it doesn't have to be even, but just get it as good and incorporated as you want. Like I'm doing. I'm not the best at this, but you know, I gotta start somewhere. Someday I'll have to do this to live. But you know, it's better to learn early. Just get it all nice and mixed in there. It'll start to look like, well, cookies.
Cookies and cream, actually.
Cookies and cream. Just like the chocolate bar, the ice cream. Maybe it'll taste like that too. Hopefully.
Maybe.
I know it'll taste just as sweet as all of you. See, I'm much nicer than my mom when it comes to compliments. I guess she finds that funny. Maybe because it's true, or maybe because she wants to strangle me right now. But whichever one of the two it is, I'll have some cookies to enjoy with it. I think that is nice and mixed in right now. You can bang that off the spoon there, even kind of wipe it off with your finger. It is kind of sticky though, so be careful. It could very well get stuck to your finger.
All right.
All right, we're back to do some scooping. If you want to bring the camera in, let them see how that looks.
Kind of like ice cream.
Kind of like ice cream, yeah. That's why we're using an ice cream scoop. So, we're just going to give a little good scoop. The recipe says this will make about 12. I believe that. I didn't your spoon just yet. I thought I did, but we don't. These are a little hard to get off sometimes, so be careful. And we're going to take the back of our spoon and just kind of flatten them down just a little bit. And that just helps with helping them cook. Hopefully we'll be able to get 12 on there. I think we will.
What do we have on the baking sheet, Bradley?
Well, we have cookies flying everywhere because they're still frozen. What do we have on the baking sheet? We have parchment paper on the baking sheet. Well, the parchment paper is the baking sheet. You know what I mean.
You could also use a baking mat.
You could.
Silicone baking mat, if that's what you have.
You could. Make sure you space these out nice and evenly. I think that's good. Again, back the spoon, flatten it down a little bit. You'll get some odd shapes. That's okay. These don't have to be uniform. You can kind of mold them with your hand a little bit too. You want to work a little bit fast because these kind of do cool down quickly, even if you put them in the freezer like we did.
Warm up.
Yeah. Warm up. They'll warm up. I apparently said cool down. Just get a nice good scoop. Don't be aggressive and accidentally get too much, or just kind of hodgepodge together, really.
Might be a little too much.
I don't think so. There we go. That's more than enough. Again, mold them together to your desired shape, relatively. And just squish them down. Breaking them apart, apparently. Maybe that one needs to move down a little bit more. I think it does. That's perfect. Again, get some more on the spoon. Maybe you could use the edge of the bowl a little bit just to kind of mold them better for yourself. Again, these do not have to be uniform.
A cookie scoop would work well too.
But an ice cream scoop also works pretty good.
Yep.
Really, anything works well.
Yeah, you could
But I like nice big cookies, so I'm going to use an ice cream scoop. Maybe these will all kind of connect together. I don't really care.
We'll just have to see what happens.
The more jagged and uneven the cookie is, the more beautiful it is to me. Get that out there. Again, you're probably going to do a much better job at spacing than I am. That's okay. I haven't been cooking very long. But that's alright. Because we're just here cooking up something good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be in this row. Give it a squish. Drop the spoon. Whoops. That's okay. And as you get to the bottom, you might find that they're a little more solid or frozen than the others. That's okay. Just got to put some extra arm strength in there. You could also find that you have some nice coloring too. Some nice marbling.
Variegated cookies.
I don't know what that word means.
Kind of means marbled.
Why don't you just say marbled?
It's just nice to have synonyms.
That's the stuff you put in gingerbread men.
No.
Yeah, it is. Or the stuff you put on eggnog. Wait, no, that's nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Same thing, really. You can put cinnamon on nutmeg. Cinnamon and nutmeg on. What were we talking about?
Eggnog.
Ah. You know what? Using your hands is okay. It's your cookies. If people don't like the way your hands taste, well, sucks to beat them because they can eat the cookies and enjoy them.
Well, I think as long as your hands are clean, it's all right.
Well, my hands are clean. They are always clean. And yours should be too in these troubling quarantine times. You should be washing your hands for 20 seconds at a time. Sing a little song, whatever that may be, and then your hands will be clean. So we have a lot of batter left over, so we should be able to make many more cookies. And again, I'm gonna shift these around, space them out a little bit more. Just a little bit, so they...
And that one a little bit.
Where? This one?
This one, yeah.
So, those look pretty good to me, even if they are a bit uneven. Let me squish these last two down if I haven't already. There we go. This one's not agreeing with me here, but that's okay.
Oh, that's all right. Move
But-
that one.
Okay, you can say
Just
so.
a little bit. Yep, there you go.
Perfect, wow.
Perfect, wow.
Get those all solidified together.
Now we're gonna
Our
put
oven has
them.
been preheating to 350 degrees. We're gonna open that bad boy up. We're gonna take our little cookie sheet. We're only gonna be a little scared of the hotness, but then realize that you're much hotter, so there's no reason to worry.
All right.
Slide them on in there. And we'll see you guys in a little bit.
The oven.
Hi, we're back. These cookies are fresh out of the oven. They smell wonderful. They're still nice and hot, so we're gonna scoop a couple of these onto the cooling rack. Let them sit there for a little bit, and these have already been cooling for a little bit, but I think that we will eat one. We're going to have my lovely, lovely filmer try one too, contrary to what I usually do. So, once I get these all scooped and placed, we will both pick one and try.
You don't have to get them all on there.
Well, I'd like to get them all in there. Just in case. For show.
For show. For decoration.
For something. Oh, don't fall. As you can see, these turned out very beautiful. There's some very nice browning on them. And of course, they're wonderfully marbled, or whatever that word you said.
Variegated.
Yeah. There you go, there now. Beautifully on there. Still kind of warm, so if you want to go ahead and pick one. Which one do you want?
I pick this one.
You pick this one. Take it,
Thank
take a
you.
bite. You know, I like all of them, but I think I'll choose this one. I like this one, don't you think? I think that's
Looks
a nice
good.
one. All right, you go ahead and take your bite.
Well, let's do it at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
That is a very delicious cookie. It really just tastes like cheesecake and Oreos. I think it's delicious. Look at my little bite there, my small mouth. But that's all right. Again, this is a real simple recipe you can make with stuff you have at home. A good thing to keep you warm and add a little sweetness to your life. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.